Welcome to Papa's Kitchen 101. Today we're diving into the heart of German cuisine by making SemmelKnödel. These bread dumplings are a staple in German and Austrian households. Trust me, once you've tried them, you'll wonder how you ever live without them. For this recipe, you'll need 5 stale bread rolls, or like I like to use, just a regular loaf of white bread torn into chunks. You just use your hands to tear them up. 1 cup of milk, 1 onion finely chopped, 2 eggs, 2 tablespoons of butter, a handful of parsley finely chopped, and salt and pepper to taste. In a heavy frying pan, I take 2 tablespoons of butter and a little bit of oil. I add the onions and I saute them till they appear translucent. It doesn't take long for the onions to cook, and the reason we added the oil to the butter is so the onions do not burn. So now we're going to bring it all together. Once your onion and parsley are ready, combine them with the breadcrumbs in a large mixing bowl. Then add the parsley. So I've had the milk warming on the stove. We're going to add the warm milk now to the bowl that we have all our ingredients in. And we're going to mix it well before we add the eggs. You want to add this milk a little bit at a time. As you're kneading the ingredients all together, you're trying to squeeze together and get all that milk into all the bits that are inside there. And you keep on adding milk as you see fit. Once it starts all clumping together though, you need to stop adding milk because then it becomes too much liquid. Once you get to this consistency, you want to start adding eggs, one at a time, making sure all your ingredients bind together. This is important because these are going to be made into balls, and then you're going to place this in a simmering pot of water, and if the binding's not correct, they'll fall apart, and you'll just have a pot full of bread. The last step before forming our dumplings is we're going to add salt and pepper and mix well. As you work the mixture, you start to feel the stickiness. Then you know it's time to make your dumpling. So my setup for making the dumplings is I put my dough on the side, I put a cutting board in the center, and a pot of water. I use the water to help me form the ball. So wet your hands and grab a handful of dough. You don't want to make them too big and you don't want to make them too small, but the size is really what you prefer. So you just start forming a ball, trying to make it as round as possible. So as I finish my ball, I place it on the cutting board. I wet my hands and I start again. Now that we have our finished dumplings, I bring a pot to a boil. However, I'm not going to place these dumplings in boiling water because they'll break apart. I bring the pot to a boil and then I lower it to a simmer. And I start adding each and every one of these to the pot. And in about 20 minutes, they're done. While they are simmering, gently turn the dumplings. Now, if you see large chunks of bread coming off, then you don't have the right consistency with the egg to bread mix. Basically, you're going to have to start all over again. But it's normal to see a bit of parsley coming out and maybe a few breadcrumbs. So there you have it, SemmelKnödel. They actually don't take that long to make. It actually took longer to make this video than it did to make the dumplings. In Germany, they're normally served with a lot of sauce, either with a Schweinebraten, a roast pork, or with a Rouladen, which I will make a video of sometime soon. My favorite way is with a mushroom sauce, as you can see here. Thank you for watching. Get the full recipe at recipedos.com.